In what was potentially the biggest escalation in West Asia tensions, Israeli fighter jets struck Houthi military targets near Yemen's Hodeidah port, killing at least 3 people and wounding 87 others. The attack unfolded a day after a drone launched by the Iran-backed group hit Tel Aviv. Israeli Defense Forces carried out its retaliatory attacks against Houthis on Saturday. Yemen media reported that the strikes were directed against oil facilities and a power station, and that most of the wounded suffered severe burns in the airstrikes. Israeli Defense Minister said the attack was carried out to send a message to Houthi rebels.
The fire that is currently burning in Hodeidah is seen across the Middle East, and the significance is clear. The Houthis attacked us over 200 times. The first time that they harmed an Israeli citizen, we struck them, and we will do this in any place where it may be required. The blood of Israeli citizens has a price. This has been made clear in Lebanon, in Gaza, in Yemen, and in other places. If they will dare to attack us, the result will be identical.
According to the Israeli military, the strike was carried out by Israeli F-15 fighters that are all returned safely. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu closely monitored the attacks on Houthi targets in Yemen, along with senior Israeli military personnel from Tel Aviv. He later put out a warning to the Houthis, Hezbollah and Hamas.
I have a message for Israel's enemies. Don't mislead us. We will protect ourselves in every way on every front. Anyone who harms us will pay a very heavy price for his aggression.
The Hodeidah port is more than 1,700 kilometers away from Israel. Israeli military say the port had been used by the Houthis to receive weapons shipments from Iran. The targets included dual-use sites such as energy infrastructure. As the war in Gaza has gone on, the Houthis have stepped up attacks against Israeli and American targets, saying they are acting in solidarity with the Palestinians. Well, Israeli officials say the strike in Yemen has come after more than 200 Houthi attacks on Israel. The attack also came after an escalation in the daily exchange of fire between Israeli forces and the Iranian-backed Hezbollah militia in southern Lebanon. This has triggered renewed fears of the war in Gaza spiraling into a wider war in West Asia. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has called on the international community to step up pressure on Tehran and its proxies, the Houthis, Hamas and Hezbollah. But the Houthis group said there would be an effective response to the strikes. Houthi military spokesperson Yahya Sari say the Houthis will not hesitate to strike vital targets of the Israeli enemy. And now Houthis say they have targeted Israel's resort city of Eilat with multiple ballistic missiles. This comes just hours after a surface-to-surface missile was fired from Yemen. Israel said earlier today that its air defenses intercepted the missile. Earlier, Yemen's military had issued a warning that Tel Aviv is no longer a safe city. On Friday, a long-range Iranian-made drone launched from Yemen had hit the center of Tel Aviv. At least 1 person was killed and 4 others were wounded in that attack. This was Houthis' first such drone attack, which was not detected by Israel's much-feared Iron Dome. US President Joe Biden was also briefed about the Houthi attack that took place just 100 meters away from the US Embassy in Tel Aviv.
So I knew this was something very unusual.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.